Let's get real.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Real Talk with Menashe. I am your host, Menashe Chininganya. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Here's the thing, you guys. I just don't think life should be so expensive. I just feel like I'm paying a lot of money to be at a place that I didn't even ask to be at. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for my life. But I don't know. Life is just a little too expensive for me. And I just feel like it's not right. Why am I paying so many bills? Bills for this, bills for that. And then on top of that, there's food. I'm paying for food. And then I got to eat. I don't got to eat. And then on top of that, there's, what else is there? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's activities. And one might say, well, Menashe, activities are, they're optional. They're not something you actually need. So you don't want me to enjoy my life? Activities are very essential and crucial for my everyday life. So all of this is adding up. What's 2 plus 2? 5,000, because that's how much it is to live these days. I don't really know what's going on, but I think I've come up with a solution that if we all see, this is going to take us all banding together, coming together, right? I feel like, follow me now, what if we just didn't pay the bill? What if we literally just all didn't pay rent? We all didn't pay our car insurance. They can't get all of us. They can't. If we all do it together, guys, we could be so powerful. Not me literally starting a revolution, but we could change the world. We could do some things if we all just stopped. I don't know, guys, pay your bills. It's going to be fine. But when you pay it this month, or the upcoming month, whenever you pay your next bill, I want you to think of the fact of how crazy it would have been if everyone in the world, at least in this country, didn't pay it. If everyone in your country didn't pay a bill, how crazy that would be. I don't know. Think about it. Let's just get into my main topic for today. I was thinking about this and I was like, you know what? Thank God we were all created with different goals, different dreams, just different aspirations. We just want different things in life. Thank God that we're all different and we're not all the same, just wanting the same things. Think about careers, okay? There are people who live their life, okay? And then at the age of 18, they willingly decide to sign up to serve our country. They willingly sign up to go on the front lines and defend our country. And that is something I have the highest respect for. It literally, hear me when I say it literally could never be me. It could never be me. But the fact that people will live their life and want to go serve in the army. People will live their life and they will choose to be a surgeon. They scrub it, guys. They scrub in on a daily basis to save somebody's heart. Let me just put it like this, y'all. Y'all do not want me scrubbing. If you see me at the hospital with scrubs on, be very afraid because I am not qualified to do it. And I don't mean qualified by as in I went to med school. I mean that even if I had the education, you guys just don't want me in there. I don't have it in me. I'm scared. I'd be terrified. I would be no real help to you in that department. Y'all really don't want me on the front lines. I don't even got to break that down for you. But there's just all these professions and careers in life that are so interesting. And for some person like me, I would never in a million years choose to do that. But other people, that's all they want to do. That's what they're striving for, their dreams and their goals. And I think it's just really important to think about, because if we were all the same, this place would be so it would not function properly. If I, as highly as I think of myself, if everybody thought like me and operated like me, this would be the dumbest place to be. This place would be so dumb. And it's not because I don't think that I'm an amazing person. It's just because I'm one of a billion people in the way that I think and operate. I could only do so much, and not much is going to get done. Even if you look at inventions, right? Like you look at the fact that we have automobiles, we have planes, okay? We have the internet. Don't even get me started on the internet. I don't know if I sound really dumb when I say this, but I'm going to keep it real, okay? I do not understand how the internet works. Like, I don't understand how it became the internet. I understand like a web browser or like a search engine. I get that. Like, I get how you could create that now. But I'm talking about there once upon a time was no internet and now there is one. And my brain cannot compute. Guys, I'm so punny. I'm a naturally punny. Everyone rolls their eyes when I say that, but I'm telling you, computer, internet. Anyway, whatever. My point is, my brain it literally cannot compute how like there was no internet once upon a time, and then whoever it was that invented the internet made the internet. Like, I just don't get it. And that's why I say again, like, everyone cannot be me, because I promise you, if it was a whole bunch of me's running this place, we would have no internet. There's some inventions that I could have like figured out. Let's be real. Like, give me some wood, like I'll make you a table. Ever heard of a chair? Like, I'd figure that out over time. Like, that I feel like is something that I would have done. But there's just things out here, the cars, the planes, I don't know, the light bulb of it all, the light bulb. It's like I feel confident in myself to be like, oh, it would be great if we had light. But like, I wouldn't know how to make that. Like, that for me is where it would end. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so the fact that there's people on this planet that have had the ability to create these things, or had like the vision or the dream, the goal, the drive to not only have a thought, an idea, but then like actually work on it and have it come into fruition, is like the craziest thing. And that's why it's so important in every aspect of our lives. When I spoke about careers and inventions, but whatever aspect you want to look at it, it's really, really a good thing that we're all different in a lot of different ways. It's nice that we can relate to things. At the end of the day, we're all human, but it's really, really good. It's really good that we are all different. So now that I've said all of that, let me ask you an important question. If there are people in this world that have created, invented, done amazing things with their life, and there are people in the future currently that will do the same, why would you ever try to fit in when you were born to stand out? Do you think Amelia Earhart was worried about the girly pops at school that were concerned about how scary it would be for her to fly alone in a plane all by herself across the Atlantic? Do you think she was concerned? No, of course not. If she was, she wouldn't have done it. If she let other people, the influences around her, I'm not saying everyone doubted her, but there had to be some doubters. Let's be so for real. She's the first woman to do it solo. People around had to be like, a woman's never done this before, babe. I don't think you should. She wasn't worried or concerned about it because she had it in her head. She was like, I'm doing this. I'm capable of doing it. And guess what? She did it. So if you're around a whole bunch of people who don't see the vision and don't get the idea, why on earth would you belittle yourself and not do what you feel called to do? The thing is, we were all created to be different. We're all different. We're all our own selves. We all have our own DNA. We've got our own things going on. And so I feel like a lot of the time we allow our influence the people around us, whether they mean well or not. Because here's the thing. When you have a vision to do something and people around you, you might tell them, and they don't understand it. And that's why I would say you really cannot tell everyone everything that you are doing all the time. You really need to get selective about who you tell things to, because sometimes you can let your environment kind of allow you to not just follow through on what you were thinking. You allow the doubt of people around you to creep in, and then you don't do what you feel called to do. So just stop telling everyone your business all the time. Let them find out on the end. Let them find out when it's already become something, okay? But when you have a vision, whether people understand the vision or not, the vision was given to you, okay? So I don't even get upset when people don't understand what I'm saying, even people that love me and care about me, because why would they understand? They might support me, but it doesn't mean they're going to understand. The vision wasn't given to them. It was given to me. So why would I get upset that they don't get it? Why would I not do it just because they don't get it? It's not their vision to get. Some people will only be able to understand what you were doing when you're on the end of it all, when you've done it, when you've completed it, when you've been successful. They'll be like, oh, we get it now. You're not doing it for them. You have the vision, you have the dream, the goal, the drive, whatever it is that you're doing, it's yours. And you have to do it and you have to complete it no matter what the people around you are saying. You cannot let the people around you be the driving force for the things that you're going to do or not. And that's easier said than done sometimes because, again, this isn't like, oh, my haters, my haters. It's about you just understanding that not everyone's going to get what you're doing all the time. Okay, but that doesn't mean you should stop yourself from doing it. We wouldn't be living the life that we're living today if people hadn't gone against the mold and tried something new. Before we had the automobile, there was some other kind of car. I don't know what it's called. I forget the names, but you get what I'm saying. Before we had like the cars we have today, we had different types of cars, and there were people that were constantly like, no, we can do better, we can do better, we can do better. Now we have these cars, they don't even need gas. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly elevating ourselves, but it's taking people that are seeing what we have and deciding, no, we can do better, we can go harder, we can try this, we can do that, right? That takes us thinking outside the box. That takes people going against the grain and doing something that may have never been done before. That's why I go back to the fact that thank God we were all created different, because although I believe that I bring a lot of great things to this world, I can't do it all. I'm one person. You couldn't do it all. You're one person. But you are doing a huge disservice to everyone on this earth if you do not live out your full potential, because you don't even know the amount of people that are living or may see what you've done years after you're gone and be motivated and inspired by the work that you put in. A lot of the times, people's future stories are dependent on the people before them. Okay. If you look at Serena Williams, for instance, and the huge impact that she's made in the tennis world and how these girls are coming up today and they're killing the game and they're giving a lot of honor and respect to Serena Williams because when they were children, they watched her and they saw this Black woman killing the game, doing amazing, her and Venus, and now they're doing the same. Okay. So my point in that is if you're around a whole bunch of people that don't understand what you're doing, you were born to stand out. They don't have to get it. They'll get it once it's done. Okay, they'll get it once it's done. Everyone gets it when it's done. You know what I'm saying? And you need to go against the mold and do it anyway because the world depends on it. And it's not a pressure. Hopefully it's just a drive to be like, yeah, okay, you know what? Maybe this group of friends I have isn't the right group of friends for me because every time I talk about this, I get pushback. There are people that will support you. There are people that don't have to get it to support you. And that's important. I feel like I have, at this point in my life, I'm really grateful to feel like I have such a great support system. Because I'm sure there's people, my friends, like that don't always get what I'm saying, but they're just so supportive. You know what I mean? And that's something really special. But again, you don't have to tell everyone everything until it's complete. Tell the ones you trust and then work hard and do the work. If you have the vision and you have a goal and dream for yourself, you should do your best to complete it. You should do your best to try. At least try. People always ask that question, like, what's your biggest fear? And for the longest time, I never really knew what to say, but I officially know what my biggest fear is. My biggest fear is looking back on my life in old age and regretting not doing things that I wish I had done, that I told myself I wanted to do, but because I was scared or I was doubtful, self-doubt, I didn't do it. That's a huge fear of mine because there's some things that you just can't go back and do. Time goes like that. And I just don't want to be looking back on my life and wishing I had tried something. Once you try something, you do something, and then you have an outcome, whatever it is, then you tried it, you did it. But to live your life and then wish you had done it and not know what that outcome could have been is like the scariest thing to me. Because why wouldn't you? What do you have to lose? Do you want to look back on your life and wish you had done more? Do you want to look back on your life and wish you had written the book, taken the class? It doesn't always have to be some big, huge thing. Small little things. You know what I mean? Like small little things in your life that you've been putting off, that you've wanted to do. Like those are the things you need to do. Fitting in is so overrated. What are you even trying to fit into? Why would you try to fit in? We already have that person. We already have them. Why do we need a million of them? Be you. Literally be you. We already have that person. Not that that person's life isn't important or whatever. They'll live out their life and they'll do their thing. But like, be you, because no one else can be it. Don't you want to be unique? We're all unique by design. But I feel like sometimes we try to mold ourselves to all be like similar and like the same. I don't know. I just want more for us, you guys. I want more for us because there's so much we have to learn from each other. I just feel like I'm constantly inspired by people who are in different careers, live different lives than me, and I'm just constantly inspired by them because they're being exactly who they're supposed to be and they're living their life, and it's an inspiration to mine. Getting inspired by one another is like one of the beauties of this life. But like, it takes people going against the mold, and it takes people standing out to make a difference. No one that ever blended in really made a difference, did they? It's always the people that stood out. It's people that did something. It doesn't have to be something radical. Just be true to yourself. Just be true to yourself and the things that you like to do. I think it's a lot more strange to try to be someone else than to be who you were created to be, which is you. And nobody can be you. If there were a million of me, you guys would be sick of me. But there's just me. So you love me. You see how it works? And there's one of you. And so we love you. And so we want you to be you. So be you. So to bring it back to my main point, I'm really grateful that we're all different. I'm really grateful that we chose different career paths. To the people that wake up every day and go teach kids and have the heart for children, like, amazing. I applaud you. To the people, anything, whatever you do in this life, it's all important. No one's job is more important than anyone else's. Everyone does what we need to do to keep this place running and functioning. And I'm just grateful that we have people that wake up and want to be, in the spelling bee. And we wake up and there's people that want to, find that cure for cancer. There's people that wake up and they just have this drive, and we're different, and we all add value, and we need each other, because individually we are pretty useless, but together we're amazing. That sounded so corny, but it's true. So go out this week and live your life and be inspiring and do the things. If there's something that you've been wanting to do that you've been putting off, do it. If there's something you've been scared to do, I told you we're doing a Scared All 2024. Okay? So yeah, you guys, that was what was on my mind and my heart for this week. We're all different, and thank God for it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. You can follow me at Real Talk with Menashe on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. Do something really, really fun, because you deserve it. The bills will still be there, but you deserve it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.